Okay, we should be live now, and it should be working. So, hopefully, I've changed over the mic. I think the settings are a bit better, and I don't think it should be lagging anymore. But you'll have to let me know again. But it looks like it's better on my end. So, the quality might be a bit lower than it was, but it definitely looks a lot smoother from what's working for me now. Yeah, running around, everything looks okay. Telling me I've got an excellent connection. So hopefully, we're all good. But let me know if things are not working. Are we all good? There you are, Chris. Are we good? Everything looks like it's a lot better on my end. I've just dropped the settings down again. So it's not crisp, amazing quality, but everything looks okay. So let me know. It's just gone from excellent connection to no data. So that's not promising, is it? Much better. Okay, perfect. Right, good. Okay, so I won't make that mistake again. I watched a tutorial video by a guy. How's my mic, by the way? Is that better? Because the headset is completely different now. But I watched a tutorial by a guy who was like, oh, here's how you can get really like smooth frame rates but still have like good quality. So I changed some stuff around and he was like, oh yeah, even if your PC isn't that powerful, this will work. And it did not work. So you almost ended up watching Death Stranding again. Don't do that. Death Stranding I'll play again on Friday, but yeah, not tonight. Don't watch that. Right, so we've got a plan for today. There is a specific set of goals that we're going to be going for. But I did do something funny and silly earlier, and I'm going to tell you what I did that was funny and silly, even though it was a really stupid thing of me to do. So I had about an hour and a half earlier where I had nothing to do. So I thought, well, what can I do that is like that needs doing as part of the stream or as part of the trying to get the platinum trophy, but isn't that entertaining, so isn't worth doing on stream. I thought, I know, I'll go and try and get some pure bladestone. Now there's one enemy in the game that drops pure bladestone, but you need it to get a particular ring. So I knew where the enemy was. I thought I'll go and try and farm him. He doesn't guarantee drop it every time. He only drops it sometimes. It's I don't know what the percentage is, but it's a really low drop rate. So I thought, right, I'll go and try it. I'll see if I can get some. And the place to get it is on the ritual path. Now the enemy's actually hidden behind an illusory wall, but it's a skeleton, a red eye skeleton. So you have to come through here, and I put the providential ring on, which increases your chance of finding like good materials and stuff, increases enemy drop rate. So came through here, roll off the edge, through the door, and then we go up the top. And usually there are signs here. Yeah, so people have put signs. There's a hidden door. And come through, and it's this guy here. So I just came through every time, firestormed him, and then hope that he dropped pure bladestone. Now if he doesn't, then you have to run back round. We come round this way. And don't run off the edge. And go back to the archstone, and then reset the world and do it over and over and over again. And I thought, yeah, I'll do that. I've got the Providential Ring on. That'll increase my chances. I'll do that for a while, get a Pure Blade Stone, and then I can go and get the ring that I need from getting Pure Blade Stone. So I did that for 40 minutes. And I did not get Pure Blade Stone. And I was getting really, really bored and I didn't want to do it anymore. So I thought, right, I'll go and do something else. What else can I do that is going to be useful? And I thought, well, I know. I'll upgrade the Uchi-Katana. So at the minute, the weapon that I've got here is the Killage, which is okay. It's decent for a magic user. But I've got an Uchi-Katana and I thought, if I upgrade that, it'll be much better. It will take some time and effort, but I'll go and do it because it won't be interesting to do on the stream, so I'll go and do it. So I went to Thomas because I didn't know what I would need to actually upgrade the Uchi-Katana. And I know that I had a load of stuff with Thomas. So I thought, right, okay, I'll see what I've got, get the Uchi-Katana, take it to Baldwin, and see what he says.
I was worried sick.
So I jumped in here, went into my storage, had a look at the materials, and I had a Pure Blade Stone there already. So I'd spent 40 minutes trying to farm an item I already had. And I was so annoyed. It was funny, I had to laugh, but it was like, I just thought, I cannot believe I just spent 40 minutes going round and round and round, killing one enemy over and over again for something that I already had in my inventory. So the story, or the lesson, is actually check these things before you try and go and farm them, because, you know, you might already have it. I've got no idea when I actually picked up a Pure Blade Stone. I must have beaten that enemy once already, because he's the only one that drops it. So it must have been from him, but I cannot remember picking it up, because ordinarily if I'd picked up a Pure Blade Stone I would have said, wow, I can't believe I just got that, that's a really rare drop. But I must have just not been paying any attention at all, because I picked it up and didn't even remember it. So yeah, I already had one. So I was annoyed, but it was funny. So I went and spoke to Sparkly the Crow, because that's where you get it, if you remember the crow that trades items for other items. And the ring was... where is it? This one, the Providential... Ring of Longevity. This is the one that increases your maximum health points. So that's another ring towards the Platinum, so that's good. But yeah, I can't believe I could have just got it like that, and instead I spent 40 minutes just messing around with that guy. The good thing was he did give me a load of upgrade material, which I then did use to go and farm other stuff and upgrade the Uchi-Katana. So currently I do have a Crescent Uchi-Katana, which you can see the stats there. It is currently a bit better than the Killage I'm using, but I need 18 strength to use it, and currently I only have 14. So I'm not going to do that on stream because that would be boring. I'm not just going to like farm farm souls just to get my strength up. So I won't do that now, but probably for the next stream I'll be using the Uchi-Katana, and it's a much cooler weapon, really good weapon for this character as we're building it. So yeah, that's how I spent an hour and a half earlier. Well, that's how I wasted an hour and a half. So I'm going to put that back in there. The plan for today is to go and do the rest of Upper Latria. So we're going to go through, destroy the big giant heart thing. We're going to go to hopefully kill the boss in that area, and then kill the archdemon in that area as well. And then after that I will either I need to get Pure Black World Tendency in that area, because there's a ring there that only appears when you've got Pure Black, and that ring helps you out in World 5, which is the area that we're going to after that. So we'll do all of World 3, and then we'll do it all nice, because actually there's something there that you need for Pure White World Tendency as well. So we'll do that, get Pure White, do that thing, then get Pure Black, do that thing, and then do World 5. So it's going to be a bit of a convoluted day, but hopefully I think I might be able to get through about 4 bosses today and pick up quite a few rings. So one thing that is really cool now as well, which I only discovered yesterday, that the PlayStation now has trophy tracking systems. So if you press the PS button, and if you haven't got anything set, you can just look at your trophies as they are here. Or Fortnite news? I mean, I don't care about Fortnite, but that apparently pops up. And you can see the trophies, and it gives you a percentage. And if you set one to track, you can have a little tracker here. And you can set up to 5 at one time that it will allow you to track your progress on. So apparently it doesn't want to show up here, but I'm tracking the one for the rings. There we go. I'm tracking the rings, which we've got 24 of the 30 rings we need, 11 of the 22 spells we need, and 1 of the 12 miracles. So we do need to make some progress towards the miracles. But it's really, really cool because Xbox had achievement tracking for years and years and years, and PlayStation never had it. And it really, like, I always thought it was one of those things that PlayStation were really far behind. You can even pin it to the screen like this, so you can keep it there. So yeah, I think it's really cool that we have that now, because especially with things like collecting rings, it means that we're going to be able to properly keep track of them all. So, right, let's actually get started. So we're going to Upper Latria, and we're going to try and get through the whole area. We'll see how we do. I'm going to make sure I've got the right kind of rings on first. The Thief ring probably is handy in this area. I don't really need the Providential ring on though, so I'll put the Cling ring back on, because I'm a coward and I won't play in body form. There we go. Use a couple of Crescent Moongrass. There we go. So, I think probably, like, visually, this is probably one of my favourite areas of the whole game, but in terms of the actual gameplay, like, I hate it because I just get killed a lot. And I run off the edge as well all the time. Come on, I don't like this guy either because he triggers and then he stops. And then, look, he knows I'm here. He just looked at me. This is every time. He jumps up as if he's going to... There we go. Yeah, come on then. And then he flies off. They are tiresome, the gargoyles. I did kill one of these guys. I think it was literally this one, actually. I killed it once, and his torso dropped on the ground and stood upright, just spinning in a circle constantly. He just stayed there, and it was really weird. But yeah, they do my head in. They're just so boring. This guy's going to drop, but you can run past him, and he can't. Yeah, you can beat him through that door, and I don't think he can follow you through. I think he's a bit too big. Right, so the way that we want to go to get through the level is left. You can go right and it takes you down to the bottom, but you can't get in there yet. So there are useful items down the bottom, but we can't access it. But we may as well go and have a look, because I can't remember if there's anything like this that's useful. So yeah, spice, that's good. So we'll go and have a look and see what's down there. Now this is an item, obviously it's here, but there's nothing else here. Careful, there we go. The proper way down is this way. I believe there are gargoyles down here as well. Is Ryan in the chat? He's not gone into the wrong stream again, has he? He's normally quite talkative and he hasn't said anything. Cannot remember where that goes, but we want to go in here, but we can't because there's a big valve, something to do with a heart in the way. So we'll come back here later on. He's probably watching an old video. Yeah, he's watching the first hour of the Death Stranding one that he missed because he was watching an old Demon Souls one instead of that. Or what was it? No Man's Sky he was watching. So but I thought he popped up in the stream which went kaput before we started this one and he was there, so I don't know where he is now. Text him and see if he's on the right thing. So instead we want to go all the way up to the top. Well, no, actually we don't want to go all the way to the top. That's where the boss room is and we can't access it yet. What we can do is go left. I just got was that you sending a text message then to see if Ryan's in? So items here? No. What's this person trying to say? Over here. No, there isn't. Oh, that poor person. I mean, you can drop down and go around the outer edge, but not from here. Wait, hang on. What is that bit? That person died, but there's an item there that I didn't pick up. Is that somewhere I don't know about? I'm not jumping down there now because I'll completely mess everything up. So, yeah, you can't get through here. You can actually glitch this and get past it somehow. I can't remember how to do it. I'm not going to try because we need things from this world anyway. So, we've got more of these douchebags. They are primarily what we're going to be dealing with in this area, and I don't know if they're more or less irritating than the other enemy that tends to be in this area, but I don't like either of them. Here's the bit where I always die. For an item that I can't even remember what it is. Flamberge, yeah, okay, good. Won't be using it, but it's a decent weapon. Strength-based weapon, so it's no good for this character at all. But it's there if you're doing a strength build and you're looking for something. Okay, hello, I'm here. Do you want to fight or? Come on, you're not going to pull me off the edge. I'm not that stupid. I say as if I haven't thrown myself off the edge numerous times before. This is one of the reasons I actually really try to make sure I don't die in this world and I don't go in gung-ho, because I just hate these things, and I'd like so many people run past them and I can never seem to manage to do it. I always end up getting caught by them. But they do reliably drop souls, so that's good. I cannot remember what that item is either. Is it worth risking getting it? Yeah, let's try. Spice, it wasn't worth it at all. Oh, I better make it back now. Okay, no, yeah. Make a mental note never to go for that item again, because 3 spice is not worth my very poor thumb control there. Be wary of a villain. Yep, there we go. Or just hit the wall over and over again, that's fine. The real final boss of Dark Souls is having your camera smashed against a wall. Demon Souls, not Dark Souls. Don't tell anyone in the Souls community that I said that. So we need to get the lift up, but I can't remember what's on the other side of this. That's just the staircase we came up. Let's... Welcome, okay. Thanks. So what is it, a soul or something? Stone of Ephemeralize. Okay, that'll be useful later actually, because we need to go back into body form later on. So good to have that. And the bit that we're coming up to here, we'll need to come back to again later anyway. Where's this guy? I think you can run away from them, but they do tend to follow you sometimes. So I never like to risk it. Because I have run away from them at times and they've just appeared out of nowhere a minute later when I thought they were already gone. So here we are. Sorry, little sad men, but you all need to die. And now we get a cutscene. So the heart is now in a precarious position, and we need to go and get one more chain to bring it down. Now if we come up here, this is not the main way forward. If you've got pure white world tendency, there's a small bridge across there. And you can keep going up and you get an item. And we need that item because when we get it, we go to somebody else, and then from that person we get a ring. So we'll need to come back after we beat the bosses in this world. And this way, you can get into these things and just go straight down. However, down here is someone who I very aggressively told you to make sure you kill, didn't I, Chris? Because he will mess things up big time for us if we don't. If we let this guy live, he can cause massive problems. Particularly for us with the things that we need to do in this playthrough.
Are you here to fight the demons? If so, then help me escape this place. I am on your side. I have come to face the demons.
So he says these things, but he doesn't sound like the, most trustworthy character. But we let him out and kill him. You can make him fall off the edge, which he might do now himself. No. He's quite strong as well. You can use the brazier here to cheese him. In fact, no, I won't use Firestorm because I need it later. Don't want to use all my magic on it. He doesn't really like magic though, it's quite good against him. Okay, so the reason we killed him is because if we don't, he goes back to the Nexus and he starts killing people, picking them off one by one. And we absolutely do not want that because he kills Uria, he kills Bior, who can be useful to us. I think he kills Frake as well, and they all sell spells that we really need. So we cannot let him live. We absolutely have to kill him. So now we can go down to the bottom. This is the lift I would never ever want to go in. You can already hear the horrible little creatures that are down here waiting for us. So, get ready to watch me get lost for half an hour. Because I can never ever remember my way around down here. I've put the brightness up a bit as well, because when you come down here, like often it's just pitch black. If you've got the game on the brightness that it says it should be on, you can't see anything. But I don't think I know anyone who ever has a video game on the recommended brightness. So Fragrant Ring, if you don't start as a royalty class, that's where you can get the Fragrant Ring. We already had it though, because we did start as royalty. And I think it's through here. Again, getting lost is the thing I'm best at through here. So we need to go up there, but we get there another way. There's a... yeah, it's gross, isn't it? I mean, it's blood and guts and stuff. There's an area later on that is as gross as this, but it's kind of like plague and poo and stuff. And I don't know which is more gross, really. I don't know where I'd rather be less. Is it here? Yes. Okay, so here we have one of those weird, horrible body things again. And I need to try and figure out where I'm aiming. Oh wow, that does like no damage. Maybe I will Firestorm it. You've got to be really careful though, because it will fire bolts and swing. Stop it. Stop. Can I get from here? Oh, a bit. I don't have enough to do another one though. And it really doesn't mind that, does it? Wow. I haven't got any spice equipped either. We just do this all day. I didn't realise that this attack animation didn't have an end. I thought that it like, you know, did this for a few seconds and then it would go back to the soul ray attack. But it turns out it could just do this endlessly. Right, let's get behind a wall or something. And I'm going to equip some spice and then I can just firestorm it again. Where are we? Don't really need the soul remains at the minute. Age spice. Oh, I haven't got as many of them as I thought, actually. Right, let's have some. Yeah, that doesn't give me very much. Yeah, they're so annoying, aren't they? I think there are only these two in the game. So the one that's in the Prison of Hope and this one. I think they are the only two. And this one you don't even have to interact with because this is not the way through this level. But if you want the items that are here, then you can't really. You can. I suppose you can run through and try and pick them up, but you risk getting hit. So Mercury Stone is good depending on what you're trying to upgrade. But the reason that it's not here right now, but the reason that we will come back here is when we get pure black world tendency, there will be a body here, and we'll be able to pick up a ring from it, and that is going to be one of the most important things that we will have when we go through World 5. So if you want to make your life easier, then get pure black world tendency here and go and get that ring. I would recommend doing it when you don't plan on coming back to this world though, so get everything that you need to do here done first before you do it, because you don't want pure black world tendency unless you're, you know, looking for a challenge. So again, I can't remember the way up, but you know, walking on these boardwalks is generally the way you get up there. Can I cute the worm thing? Do you mean cut? Yeah, we'll come to you in a minute. Oh, where were they? The veins and stuff. If you want to make your life easier, don't buy this game. This is an artery. It doesn't do anything if you hit it. We're not strong enough, but that's why we need to take down the heart, because it will get rid of them. But the good thing is, when we get rid of the heart, more enemies will come out. So yeah, that's fun. These guys, they are not that strong if you get to them quickly. Weirdly, you can cut their tail off from the front. You saw that's its tail, and I cut it on the head, and its tail came off. So it doesn't matter where you damage it, the tail will come off if you do enough damage. The small ones are not so bad. Let's think. What else is there up here? There's still stuff down in the swamp that I haven't picked up, I think. But I don't think there's anything that I desperately need. Anything over there? I always get a little bit fooled as well, because you can see the way the light's reflecting off the... I don't even know what you would call it down there. Swamp. And it looks like there are items down there, but there aren't. Oh. They do have a sting attack like that, which if you're not blocking, that can do a lot of damage. So you've got to be quite careful. Is Shrek in the swamp? I would dread to think of the version of Shrek that lived in this swamp. Like, he would have had to have lived a very difficult, horrible life. That's a very different film. So I think that way is the proper way through the level, but there is something that we need this way. I think. I don't know if I have missed anything that's down in the swamp. I think I got it all. We need to make a mod. So wait, what was it we had last time? There was a Super Mario mod, wasn't there? What were we going to do? That was it. The Death Stranding Super Mario mod. So you could be Mario walking around with a tiny Luigi BB on your chest. And then we need to make a Demon Souls mod so you can run around as Shrek. Or would you be Shrek, or would Shrek be like an enemy in the swamp? He'd be like the boss of this area instead. I can't even remember what this item is, but I'm pretty sure I need it. Let's see. Yes, Plague Resistance Ring. So I did not have that, and we do need it. So I'm pretty sure if I do the swanky trophy tracker thing now. 24. Did that already? No. Okay, so I did have the Plague Resistance Ring already. Cool. Great. Love to go out of my way to do things that I don't need to do. Yeah, there we go. Second one. Shrek as a boss shoots poison wax from his ears. Oh, that's horrible. That's a horrible thought. I don't. So yeah, I think that's it for the swamp. This is the first time I came here. I played through Demon Souls blind. I didn't play the original version, the original game from 2009. And I came through this area and I had the settings, the graphic settings on what they were supposed to be. So it was virtually pitch black. Like you couldn't see anything unless you were near one of these torches. And I'm not joking, I ran around for about 20 minutes not being able to figure out how to get out of this area. It was just awful. And granted, it's a bit easier now just purely because I know where I'm going. But just that small thing of sticking the brightness up a little bit makes such a difference. I can hear more of those enemies, but I don't know where they are. I'm sure I didn't miss anything around there. I've actually got a little checklist of all the things that I need. So I have like highlighted them. I've done which things we're going to do on this version, which ones we'll do on New Game Plus, and all that kind of stuff. So I've got like the different areas where things are and where I need to go to get things and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully I haven't missed anything. And this is out of the swamp now. Is that the last one? Nope, one more. Come on. Oh, I think there's a small one up here as well. When you get Black World Tendency, that's why we need to do it as well. When you get pure Black World Tendency, an enemy appears here. That only appears when you have pure Black World Tendency. There's one in each world, and they only appear on pure Black. And when you get pure Black, you can kill that enemy, and it will put your World Tendency back up towards white, but it also has a chance of dropping an item that we need. So that's one of the other reasons we need to go down onto pure Black World Tendency when we have finished this area. Because the item that we need from it is one of these, a colourless Demon Soul. So they're either dropped by that enemy, or you can trade Sparkly the Crow for one, which is where I'm going to get one of them from. Or you can pick one of them up in World 1. So you need 3 of them to get a spell from Saint Urbain, or a miracle, sorry. And that's why we need to get one of them. Because you can get 3, but one of them has to be from the enemy that spawns there on Black World Tendency. It won't let you use 3 from other sources. So we'll need to do that later on, and that's why we need to do it. So there is about to be a Black Phantom Mind Flayer up here. I think I watched you play through this area, Chris, and this was where you jacked it in for the evening, because I think this guy killed you a couple of times. And he did exactly the same to me when I first played through this area, and it was such a wind-up. I've kind of realised that the key with these guys, I'd always tried to avoid them as much as possible, but the key with them can actually be to try and get close and get a backstab in on them. If you can get in on them quickly enough and get behind them, it's not so bad, because they can't cast spells quick enough. If you give them distance, then they will cast that big blue bolt on you. Oh, the Scorpion Ryans. Oh, that's so mean. These guys. Yeah, you got up here, didn't you? And then there were like 3 of them. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you've got, especially these guys, when there are a few of them all together, you've got to take them so slowly. The small ones do make me laugh because they're so pathetic, and they come charging in just as if they were the same as the big ones. Right, can I get these two to come after me without triggering that crystal lizard to run away? Because I would like to get that crystal lizard, but I don't want to get too close. There we go. I don't like these things as well because it's not immediately clear that they've died. Like when you kill them, their death animation, they still wriggle around a bit. So it looks as though they're going to attack you again. Spice, good. Right, you come here. No. I don't even know what this one drops actually. Moonlight stone. Okay, I don't need that. But we've got it now. So, more gargoyles, but up on top of this tower is... Oh, I forgot about him. He nearly had me off the edge. And then I nearly ran off the edge myself, Jesus. Right, come back here then. Oh no, he's got a crossbow, he won't come down. I actually... Oh god. Oh, they're quite weak to magic. That's good. I never knew that before. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah. Okay, good. There we go. And then he's just got a sword, so he will come down to us. But once we're... Come on. Yeah. Careful. Yeah, wasn't taking risks there. I think there are a couple more of those. I really do hate them. It's just because they're so erratic. I find them quite difficult to deal with. There's a lift here. I don't think there's anything on that side of it. No, there isn't. So this is the final chain. And then we'll be able to go down to the bottom of the heart. And there's some good stuff down there as well that we can collect. And I think there is a ring that is going to be really useful, not just because it puts us closer towards the platinum. Yeah, there you go. They do reliably drop souls though. They're not high value souls, but it's better than, you know, some enemies just drop crescent moon grass and stuff, and you know, it's not particularly useful to you at this stage. So souls are a bit better than that. Right, there we go. So this now unlocks the shortcut essentially. What this does is drops the heart, and we can now go all the way to the top. So it's not a shortcut really, it's just that the boss room is actually really close to the start of the level, and by doing this it means that when we go back to the start of the level we can go straight up to the boss. So that makes things way easier. Even if we didn't end up making it back to the boss, for example, we would, or back round to the beginning, we would just start off near where we needed to be again. So, the one thing that it does do is make this make this area way more busy in terms of the amount of enemies that are around. I really question the lifestyle of somebody who has those things coming out of their heart. So this is literally the beginning now. If we... Ooh, I didn't know he was there. Where did he come from? I don't remember him being there before. So I don't know if he's one that I ignored earlier on somewhere and he came back. See, this is why I don't ignore enemies. I was just about to say, neither of these ones come to life, and then another one appeared behind me. So yeah, over there, that glowing thing you can see is the Archstone. That's the start of the area, and this is where we went, and that's the middle with the heart. So it brings you all the way back through to the beginning. Yeah, thought there was an item there. So what are we on? 18,000 souls. I'm not sure how much I'm on to level up. I was going to say I might go back to the Nexus, pop one level, and then come back. In fact, I think I will do that because we're right here. And I know the way that I play, I'll end up losing them. So I'm going to put them into strength, even though that doesn't really make much sense for a magic character at the minute, because I am trying to get the Uchigatana up to... Well, I'm trying to get up to a strength level that I can use the Uchigatana for. Patches has the world's strongest quads. He's always here like this. His thighs must be enormous under those trousers. That's why he looks so smug. But I just can't... Like, why would you spend your whole time sat like this? Rather than... I mean, look, Astraea and Bior are sat comfortably. Just a ridiculous man. The consummate show-off, I think. He does use one of the biggest shields in the game, actually. So maybe his massive quad strength is the reason he's able to hold it up. Souls required. 17,000, okay. Patches is Spider-Man. Oh my god, can you imagine the world where Peter Parker looks like that under his mask? That's horrific. So I need 18 strength. I actually need to start getting my my faith up, because I'm going to need... There's so many miracles that I could be doing with. But I need to get my strength up to 18 to use the Uchigatana properly. So I might as well use those rather than going and doing something stupid and losing them in Latria. But now we can just go straight back here and we're right by the boss room again. Patches is Spider-Man. God, there's a theory I never thought I would hear. Spider-Man would never be such a big dick. Can you imagine if if Spider-Man was like that? Just going around kicking people off buildings to rob their stuff. That's how Peter Parker chose to use his powers. Yep, done it again. Come on. Yeah, that got you going, didn't it? It just lands again. Well, if you want to be like that, then that's what's going to happen. You can actually see, because we had to go down there before, and you can see new enemies down there now, one of those scorpion guys. This one's here as well now, he wasn't here before. So these have come out of the heart. They're no harder than the ones that were everywhere else in the level. It's just more enemies around now. Does one of these trigger? Doesn't one of them... I thought one of them was supposed to trigger and fly off back there. Probably just hit me from behind. Right, we can go down now to where the heart was blocking us before and have a look in there. And then, the good thing that we're going to do is go and watch me get absolutely pummeled by the hardest boss in the game. You can't get in here. So, Chris, you remember all that time you spent on Flame Lurker? That, I mean, it was over a month, wasn't it, where you were getting angry with it and struggling, and that was me with the boss of this world. I audibly screamed when I beat it, finally. And the worst thing about it was, I had the worst kind of build for beating that boss. Because I had a strength build, and you need to be able to hit it in quick succession. Or that makes it a lot easier anyway. And yeah, I absolutely could not do that. Oh, he's there. Forgot about him. There we go. There's one behind. Does he trigger? No, he's too far away. Yeah, oh yeah, you haven't faced the hardest boss in the game yet. I wouldn't say anyway. Certainly not. I kind of take some blame for it because I told you to go for a strength build, and on the whole, strength builds, epee, rapier, and gold mask, they're quite cool. On the whole, strength builds are good, but yeah, see, he took quite a bit off me there because I couldn't get my shield up in time. Yeah, strength builds on the whole are pretty good. Yeah, and you've got a strength build now, so it is going to be quite difficult for you. But Ring of Avarice, there we go. That's what we wanted, and it's gone into my. It's gone to Thomas because I didn't have enough weight for it. The Ring of Avarice gives you way more souls for every enemy that you kill, so that's really, really useful. Yeah, but I'll come and double up with you for this boss. And you'll have seen me fight it here, so you know you'll at least hopefully have an idea of how to beat it. Send Elisa storage because they're making us heavy. Any weapons I've got on me that I don't... Oh god, yeah, the flamberge, I'm not using that, don't need that. Rapier we just picked up, decent weapon, but we don't need it. Okay. Don't think there's anything else particularly special in here that we need. But there are some nice bits and pieces. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Soul. I'll come and beat it while you stand shouting in the back at stuff. Well, you will stand shouting in the back, yeah. For a reason that you will see shortly. Oh, I forgot to pick some up off him. I don't know why I keep picking things up off these guys, because it's all Mercury Stone, and I will not need Mercury Stone for the build that I'm doing, so I don't even need to pick this stuff up. But it's habitual. There's one item over here. I can't remember what it is, so I don't even know if it's worth me coming over here for it. Don't know if one of these triggers. Doesn't look like it. Just like in every other world, like with the in Boletaria, the crossbow enemies do tend to be weaker than the ones that are wielding swords. I think it's to make up for the fact that they can hit you from range. Can't remember what this is. Moonlight Stone. Moonlight Stone, and I would imagine that this is maybe a Moonlight Chunk or something like that. Yeah, there we go. Worth coming here if you're doing that kind of build, which I'm not. So I'm trying to think. When we were higher up, there was the option for us to drop down from above. Somebody said over here, and we saw somebody dying trying to drop down. And I can't figure out where that is up here above us. So perhaps we'll go around and have a look. Because there was an item there that I hadn't picked up, so I must not have been there. And I don't know where that area is. So maybe I'll drop down and, I don't know, see what happens. Because I cannot for the life of me remember whether I dropped off the edge there on my first playthrough. Wait. Have we been here? Oh, this is the way in. Of course we've been here. I don't think there are any new enemies on this bit. That guy's there though, and I forgot about him before. So let's take care of him now. Right, so it said to drop down there, didn't it? And there was an item there which isn't there now. So where is that? I'm sure it was here. Oh no, it was over here. Yes, and the item is there. So where on earth is this? So this looks like it could be dodgy to drop off of, because... Ah, this is just above the bit that goes down. Right, okay. So I will drop down, but I think this is going to be risky. Can I do it from over there? Kind of looks... No, I can't. It doesn't join up. Okay, so we'll try it. And if I die, you know, we've opened everything up, all the shortcuts and everything, so should be able to get back nice and easily. Yeah. Dark Souls is... Demon Souls is Demon Souls. Don't do it, you tried it before and died. I literally saw that just as I fell off the edge. Yeah, great. Well, I only had 2,000 souls on me. So, that was why I went and leveled up. So I didn't lose all of those souls. I'm going to try it again. I need to know what's there now. I'll try it once more, and then we'll see. Then I'll give up, I promise. But yeah, I need to know what that item is. It's probably going to be something totally not worth it. Someone Google it. Chris, Google what that item is. It's going to end up just being some kind of low-level soul or something. But like, I'm going to... Oh, yeah, it's going to annoy me. I'll try it once more. And if I don't get it this time, then we'll give up and I'll do it off stream. And I'll just do it, 100 times off stream and get killed. But at least then, it won't be really boring to watch me dying over and over again. Right, this guy is not here. He's over there, but I don't know how far away he triggers from, so I'll kill him anyway, just in case he comes over and affects me when I'm trying to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to Google actually. I don't know. 3-1 drop down item or something like that. Let's take a different tack. Let's go on a shallow angle and roll. No. That fool shouldn't have killed me, but that wasn't something that I was allowed to step on. So the game just killed me instantly for standing on it. Okay, I promise I won't do it again. We'll just go straight up to the boss. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is a good thing, actually. I'm going to go and attune a different magic. Because the boss that we're about to fight is weak to magic. Sorry, weak to... I think he's weak to fire, I think. So, at the minute, Patches, the Maiden in Black is not impressed with your squatting. Look, she's looking at me. She's not interested in you and your quads. She likes me. See? She can't even see me, and she's following me around. Look how chill Bior is. That's the pose of a guy who fell asleep after he was freed from prison. What a guy. What was I doing? I was just talking nonsense. Right, okay, Frake. I need to reattune my spells. Hey, Uria. Do love Uria. Just got to walk really slowly, yeah. That tends to be that... You want me to try again? I'll try one more time.
I cannot express
Yeah, that tends to be... There's always stuff that's just off edges. In Demon Souls, Dark Souls, all kinds of things like that. And they try to get you to do platforming, even though their games are not good for platforming.
As promised, let me teach you new magic.
What? I didn't pay attention to anything that you were saying there, mate. So I will de-attune Soul Ray. I can't attune Ignite because it needs 2 memory slots, but it is good. Flame Toss doesn't really do much damage. 9. Oh no, that was the requirement. Ignite is going to be a lot better, and I don't need the miracle that I've currently got equipped. Oh no, that doesn't matter because it's a miracle, not a spell. I could do with another magic memory slot, but I'd need to level up quite a bit to get that. So let's think. Raise defense, maybe. Flame Toss is probably the one that's most worth it.
Bring me more demon souls. I patiently await.
I will. Right, what miracles have I actually got unlocked? Because despite the fact that I do need to get lots of miracles for trophy purposes, I actually haven't really spoken to Urbane that much.
Oh, is that you again?
Mostly because I hate his
Do you
hair.
have further offerings?
Attune miracles. What have I? Oh, I literally only have evacuate. Is there anything that is going to be useful against this next boss? Heal obviously is good, but it takes really long to cast, and it takes loads of magic, so that's not worth it. Hidden Soul isn't worth it. Antidote, it's not a poisonous boss, so that's not relevant. So many of these people make you feel uncomfortable. There is not one of them that isn't creepy. Uria is probably the only one, I would say. Thomas as well, but he's an absolute coward, and also he's a proper brown nose. Like, he's a nice guy, but every time you go to him, he's like, oh my god, I'm so glad you saved me, I was so worried. And, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, cheers, mate, but, you know, I've killed lots of big demons. I'm going to be okay. Yeah, most of them are, you know, Baldwin's pretty cool, and obviously, you know, with the surname that he's got, that's not a surprise. Well, that's his first name, actually, so he's ultra cool. But, yeah, the rest of them are pretty weird. So, yeah, we don't need any of these.
Yes, I certainly cannot fault, but you must remember.
What is weird, actually, is that before you save Urbane, there's a Welsh fella here, with a really thick accent as well. And he teaches you miracles before you save Urbane, and then you save him and he just disappears. And he's always going on about, oh, I love Urbane, meh. I don't know why he disappears when Urbane shows up. You would think he would be hanging around here, you know, trying to be busy mates with him. You've got weird hair as well, you can go away. You're dull. Yeah, the blacksmith. This is Baldwin, the blacksmith. The one that's a bit more cheery. Ed is the miserable one. Right, so, oh god, we've got, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we've got all the grasses and our spice equipped. Right, so let's go and do this, because this is going to be horrible. With Firestorm, it should be easier, but I am not particularly good at this game, and yeah, I just hate it. I hate the boss. So we'll see how it goes. Going and rescuing Uria so early on, the reason I did that was literally because I wanted to get Firestorm in order to fight this next boss. That was literally it, because I knew that Firestorm is really OP. Oh crap, I've just used Firestorm and wasted all my magic. I meant to use Flame Toss, which they're really not weak to. Interesting. So my magic's disappeared because I just wasted a Firestorm on that guy. Over here. Don't you dare go back up on that pedestal. Well, good. Things have got off to a good start, so... You watch, I'll have made a mistake and misremembered that the boss is weak to fire, and actually he'll be weak to magic, which I just got rid of. That is one thing that's slightly odd about all of the Souls games, is that when they say magic, they don't refer to anything that you do with... So like, that's not magic. The actual act of casting that fireball with the wand thing is sorcery. Magic is specifically referring to the blue substance that comes out of magic spells. That's it. That's all magic is. So it's really confusing if you've never played it and people talk about, oh, you know, use magic against this enemy, and you're like, oh, I'm shooting fire at him and it's not doing anything, and then people are like, oh, that's not magic, that's fire. Magic is just the blue stuff. But that's just the way that FromSoft deal with the term magic. That's just what they call it. So. Wait, hang on. Chris, did you say that when you said that you just have to walk really slowly, did you know that because you found it on Google or something? Did you find somewhere that told you how to do it? Because if so, do you know what that item actually is? Because that might sort of dictate whether I actually go for it or not. Because if it's just like a, I don't know, souls or something. You did. What do you know what it is? Because like I'm only going to go for it if it's something that is actually going to be useful to me. Given that we've got such a specific build, it might be something really, really cool that I can't make any use of with this character. Although I accept that it would be funny to see me just walk off the edge again. One thing to note as well, Souls characters have the strongest knees in the world. Oh, I said that, it didn't do it. Pots just smash when we walk into them. There we go. An early rune sword. Rune sword. That might be good. That might be useful for this character. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to do this again. No. No, that's it. That's the last time. I'll do it off stream. I'm not doing it again. Go past the message. Oh, why? Is it easier to drop down from there? I tried to drop off that bit because that looked like the bit where there was the most room to land, but it might just have been the way it looked visually. Right, I'm bored of these guys now. I'm going to see if I can run all the way past. Because I think once you're actually in that building, they don't come back after you again. Like I said, I've seen other streamers like run through all of them. No! Oh no! I just lost those souls. I tried. Oh, when the enemies are properly dead, when they've gone through their death animation, their bodies become non-solid objects. So you can just run through them. And I tried rolling through him before his death animation had finished. So I rolled into him, and then his body shoved me off the edge because it was still solid. Oh good, I can pick up my 0 souls. Cool. Right, you are now my mortal enemy. Wait for it to die. Then, look, you can run through its body. That was so ridiculous. Go past the message and point with the wall to your left and walk off slowly. Okay. Right, this really is my final attempt now. Because if I do this in the proper way, that is, you know, allegedly the way that people who know what they're doing do it, and I still can't do it, then it's going to take me lots of tries. So, like, let's get rid of that. So, like, am I walking kind of towards the angle, or am I walking straight off the edge? Because it looks like that little ledge there would push me off. Or am I walking straight off at a 90-degree angle here? So walk on an angle, yeah? Like that. At an angle. Okay. Right. And just go really slowly. I told you that would push me off. Right, that'll do. I'll do it off stream. That I have never ever in all the time I've never encountered that weapon. Granted, I've only done one playthrough before, but I've done near full length playthroughs with lots of characters to mess around and you know, see what you could do. And I've never used that weapon. So yeah, I'll. It might be a really cool weapon, but I'll come back and get it at some other point. And then the next stream, you know, maybe I'll start and I'll be swinging a new cool sword around. We'll see. But let's go and deal with the unbelievable horror that is the boss of this area. Actually, before we even get to the boss, there's an enemy that is really irritating to have to run through over and over again. It was okay on my last playthrough because I was doing a strength build, and by that point I had the meat cleaver, which is just a ridiculous weapon. It's brilliant. Oh, my weapon is really low on durability, actually. I better get that sorted. There we go. Right, there we go. Back up to good. And yeah, I could just smack it down with one hit, basically. But this time, I don't think it's going to be as easy. So we want to go all the way up. And we can probably see him. Yeah, there we go. So we've got another Black Phantom Mind Flayer. This one isn't as easy to deal with as the last one because he is on a well, on this staircase. So you can't kind of maneuver around him as easily to get the backstab in. So the best thing to do is spam him before he can turn around. There we go. And it does drop a guaranteed spice. I think that's guaranteed anyway. I don't think I ever remember not having that. So yeah, good thing for this boss is high stamina to block through its attacks. Do not lock on, because if you lock on you will roll off the edge. So that's one time when locking on is good in Souls games in the right situations. This is one where it absolutely should not be done. But we'll oh god, we'll see. I'm so bad at it. Something else this way, I think, as well. I think it might be just another soul item. Oh no, 8 spice. Okay, yeah, good. Well, that's handy actually, because that's going to be one of the main things that we need. Because I am going to firestorm the hell out of this thing. Okay, here we go. So it's so easy to fall off the edge here. I am going to lock on. I'm not going to follow my own advice. That charge is awful. Wow, it one-shotted in! Oh my word! Right, so ordinarily, after either about a minute, I think, or once you get him down to 50% health, another one shows up. Whoa, magic is ridiculous against this thing. I literally stopped playing the game for about a month the first time I fought this guy because it was so hard. And because I got so frustrated. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Run, 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 run. Right, use that opportunity. That is a buffing attack that makes him stronger, but it takes a while for him to do it. So, yeah. Oh, the worst boss in the game, and I've just beat it in like 30 seconds. That's ridiculous. Oh my word. Well, Chris, honestly, enjoy trying to beat that thing with the strength build, because it was the worst experience of my life. Yeah, literally stopped playing the game for a month because I got so stressed and angry at not being able to fight that thing. In the end, the way that I had to do it was literally I went away for ages to different areas and just over leveled and like leveled up my weapon until I was way stronger than you really need to be in this area. And it still was challenging, but it felt a bit like I was cheating, to be honest. But yeah, that Jesus, magic is so good for that. That's ridiculous. Right, so the next boss is quite fun. Now, in order to be invaded, you need to be in human form, in body form, sorry, which I am now because my health bar is full. And if you go into this boss, if I pass this gate while in body form, there is a chance that somebody will invade me because the next boss is you have the option of facing a real human being. Somebody can invade and they can be the boss and you can fight a real person. If you don't, then it's quite an easy boss. But it's not as fun. But it can be really, really difficult if you get somebody who's good at PvP. So I am not going to fight a real person because I am not good at PvP, and this is not a very good character build for PvP either. So I'm going to go back to the Nexus, go back into Soul form, and then we'll go through and fight it because it will be an easy boss fight then. Before I do, I'm going to level up. So I think I need about 19,000 souls to level up at the minute. Yeah, hardest boss can be relative, but there are two bosses in this game that are generally regarded to be far more difficult than the rest. They are Flame Lurker and Man Eaters. Flame Lurker is the one that most people will encounter first, so they probably have more trouble with it. I struggled with Flame Lurker as well. And I ended up... I kind of got lucky when I beat it the first time. Man Eaters is difficult because its attacks are a little bit janky. The hitboxes are weird. So sometimes it can charge you and you can feel like you've dodged it, but it'll still hit you and do damage. And also the arena, because it's so narrow, it's really easy to get knocked off the edge or even to just roll off the edge yourself. So Flame Lurkers really can be really difficult for kind of other reasons to sorry, Man-Eaters can be really difficult for other reasons to Flame Lurker, but I personally found Man-Eaters to be just ridiculous. I hated it so much, and I am definitely going to cheese it with magic every time from this point in. So I think that's enough to level. Where is she? Where is Wax Waifu? She's still hanging out up here with Patches. A bit weird. She won't talk to me. There we go.
Thou seekest the power of the soul.
Yeah, Flame Lurker's the one that Chris struggled with. And that's basically, whenever people first start this game, that's absolutely the case. People really do struggle with it. What am I going to go for here? I still need to level up strength to get the Uchigatana, so I think I'm just going to keep going for that. I do need my faith to be higher, but... Flameboy is your new nickname for him.
Art thou finished? May thy strength help.
Cheers, love. See you in a bit. Where am I going? Kill myself. Okay. I need to give a shout out and say thank you to Chris as well, because one of the rings that I needed was the Allies ring. And in order to get the Allies ring, that's a lovely stone. In order to get the Allies ring, you need to have pure white character tendency, which you can see I've got in the top left, because it's all shiny and glowing. And in order, the only two ways to get pure white character tendency are to kill black phantoms, and only certain black phantoms count. So you have to make the world go down to pure black, which makes it really difficult, and then kill the black phantoms that appear in those circumstances. and that's really convoluted and it makes things difficult. Or you can kill people who have invaded you. So Chris invaded me a few times and let me kill him, and that got me up to pure white character tendency, and that got me the ring. So that made life way easier. So thanks, Chris, because that's probably saved me a few hours, and it would not have been particularly entertaining either. So I wouldn't have even done it on stream if I had to do it the proper way. It would have just been me sat there feeling like really bored. Okay, one more thing I'm going to do before we go back out into the big wide world is get that ring that we picked up off Thomas.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
Because it went straight back to our inventory because we were overburdened with it. There we go, Ring of Avarice. I don't think rings weigh anything, but I'm going to get rid of the duplicates that I've got because it doesn't make sense to have them. That one... Yes, okay, so that's one of everything.
You have a heart of gold.
Righty-ho, where were we? Yes, Latria. For... I don't want to say the easiest boss. I think overall it's not, because of the potential to fight a real person. And real people are always more difficult to fight than any boss, no matter how hard the boss is, because real people are unpredictable. Bosses have set attacks that they do over and over again, and they're not, you know, you can learn their patterns and things like that. Whereas, yeah, here we go. So, yeah, I can skip this. If you ever have a go at this and you want to know if you're fighting a real person or not, if you can't skip the cutscene, that means it's a real person. If you can skip it, then it means you're just fighting the computer. But yeah, real people are always less predictable because they can make decisions on the fly. So it's always going to be harder to fight a real person, even though they don't have, you know, 1 million health points and stuff. So the lore on this guy is that he was the former lord, or you know, the king of this area, and he disappeared and came back with a load of demons in tow, and he kind of wrecked this world. Basically, he's responsible for everything that's gone on here, and that's a magic robe, and he's on the verge of death, so he has just summoned somebody in to take his place. So he's the one that's responsible for, I think man-eaters were an experiment of him trying to create a demon as well. I think that's the lore on that. And this tunnel actually is really horrible to deal with. Because there's a few of these, but there are also 2 Black Phantom Mind Flayers in here. And the boss is just at the top of this tunnel, so even though he's a really short distance away, it actually can be an annoying run to the boss if you die, which you can do if you're playing online and you're fighting real people. Wait, hang on, somebody's invaded. I'm in body form. Sorry, soul form, so I didn't think somebody could invade me. Maybe that doesn't count for this boss then. Oh, I've just used Firestorm again instead of... Right, pay attention, Zach. Yeah, this one's more powerful than the one from before as well. Right, there's one more of those at the top. Oh, I'm going to have to fight a real person and I'm going to die because I'm not good at fighting real people. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not that high a level for this area, so that means that this person isn't going to be that high a level either. Theoretically. So that... No, that's a powerful spell. Right, yeah. I need to get behind him and I can't do that here. they do have a very comical run for an enemy that people find difficult to deal with. Right, so this guy, whoever this is, it's really bad etiquette to use Firestorm in PvP because it's a really overpowered spell. He's trying to attack me before I've even come through the door. So this tells me that this guy probably isn't willing to fight fair. So I wasn't going to use Firestorm. But if he's being a douche about it, if he doesn't let me get through the door, then maybe I will. Where's he gone? Oh, he left! So this is... Ah, okay. So he maybe just lost patience with me coming through the door. So this is just the old monk computer character. The NPC. And you can see it's not a particularly difficult fight. He does take quite a bit of health off, but it's... He's easy to avoid and... Oh, I say that and then I go and get punched. Yeah, Firestorm's good. Doesn't take as much off him as I thought, though, to be fair. You can parry, but I'm not very good at parrying, so... And what you can also do... Oh, these things. Is use chairs to block him. If you get on the other side of a chair, then he won't get through. I'm really not doing that much damage. These things are probably the most irritating things about him, right? He's very quick as well because he's only using... I think they're claws, the weapon is called. So it's difficult to outpace him, essentially. Always like the music in this boss fight as well. Ooh. Got caught on furniture there, I think. Whoa! Yeah, see, he had to punch through there, which gave us some time. So a chair got in the way, that was good. There we go. Okay, I made a meal of that. But, yeah, the hat you can actually get yourself if you be the boss in this fight. So if you choose to be the boss and you win, you get that that head wrap, it's called, and it boosts your magic by 40%, I think, and then reduces your magical resistance by something like 30%. So makes you a lot stronger with your magic, but also weaker to it. So I probably am going to get that, but because I suck at online play, I will do that off stream because I don't think it'll be particularly entertaining. But that head wrap is going to make things really good for us as we go through the game. So yeah, I quite like this boss room as well. Actually, the design of it is pretty cool. You can see all the faces have been like clawed off the portraits everywhere. And the old monk was up there, but he died. The last of his power went just as we were coming in. That's why he disappeared. But yeah, the chairs are cool. I think, you know, considering the fight itself is not actually that that good, the room I think is one of the best boss arenas. You'd like to watch me do one PvP. The only problem is, well, there's no guarantee that it would be against him. The problem is you're not guaranteed to get summoned, basically. So you can put your sign down to get summoned, but there's no guarantee that you'll actually get pulled in to be the boss. So we could put it down and just be sat here waiting for ages. The thing is as well, right, I'll do it. I've picked it up, haven't I? So I think the way that you do it is just by putting your blue sign down. I'll have one go at it, No, I can't. Right, I can't because I'll tell you why. There are things I need to do with pure white world tendency, and I have that now. And if I die in as the boss, it will drop us down from pure white world tendency. So what I will do is I will go back to where we need to go, do the thing I need to do for pure white, and then we'll come back and we'll have a go at being the boss. I'm in the wrong place. Right, so it's a bit of a run back. Yeah, Upper Latria. It's not excuses, we'll come back and try it. We just need to do other things first. Because the only way to get world tendency up is to beat bosses. And I've beat all the bosses in this area now. So if I drop from pure white, I can't get it back up to pure white again. Not until the next playthrough. So I'll do the thing that we need to do now. Ooh, I am in body form. If I die, then the thing that I need to do will disappear. So I'll go and get into soul form first. I always nearly forget to do that. You want to see me in a giant chef hat? There are people online, if you go on the Demon Souls Reddit, there are people online who they go on there and they're like, can somebody please come into my world and drop me the monk's head wrap, because I can't win the fight and I really need it. And it's like, it's fair enough, because there are some people who are just absolute beasts at the online play, and if you keep trying to invade and you're getting people that are good, then you can just end up in a world of hurt. Right, here we go. Ah, actually, do you know what? There's a miracle that I could use. Let's see, was this on my list? Miracles. Storm King Soul from... yes, right. We're going to get a miracle that could help us out. So there is a miracle called Anti-Magic Field. And it basically stops opponents being able to cast magic around you. So if you cast that before your opponent comes into the area, and I got them back, don't worry, and they're a magic user, then they're stuffed, basically. So, where is he? So, we need the Storm King Soul, which we've got.
Do you have further offering?
Anti-magic field. So it takes 2 slots, that's fine, and only... Wow, it only uses 10 magic. That's good. Right, so we've got that. There are some really good miracles. I need to start getting my my faith up. Second chance is great. You cast that once when you're in an area, and you won't die the first time you're killed. You'll get back up. Yeah, like One Division. Yeah, I hadn't even considered that. Some of these are really good. Heal, yeah. God's Wrath is a ridiculous spell. A ridiculous miracle, sorry. Does so much damage. Most people, when they play through, you basically have to choose whether you want God's Wrath or Firestorm on any playthrough. And we went for Firestorm because my magic is higher. But we'll get God's Wrath on the next playthrough, and if you've got both of them, it's just ridiculous. Like, you can do so much damage. Some of them are really good. The cool thing about the miracles, I don't need Evacuate on Anti-Magic Field, is... Wait, hang on a minute. No, turn... I can't attune it. Have I not got enough... I've got 2 slots. Have I not got enough... faith to use it? Hang on, give me 1 second. I'm going to Google this because I've just wasted a thing on a... Yeah, that was one thing from the original game, that balance issue. Like you say there. The joke among the community is that the royalty class, which is the one that if you pick at the start, it's the one that starts with magic and things. It's the kind of base build for a magic user. The joke is that is easy mode, essentially. So, and it kind of is from what I've seen. Like, I'd never played through magic. I don't tend to play magic characters in any of the Souls games. And this is the first time I'd done it, and I thought, oh, okay, let's see if it really is like easy mode. Slot cost 2, MP cost. So why can I not? Oh, I've only got one slot for my miracle memory. Right, that's why. Okay, I'm being stupid. Yeah, the joke is that it's kind of easy mode. But it depends on kind of what you're fighting. In this game, it's not very well balanced. There are a lot of enemies that are weak to magic, weak to fire, that kind of thing. In later Souls games, it is more balanced, and a magic playthrough can be really powerful, but it's a lot harder to kind of build up your spells and things like that. This one, it is, I think they kind of just messed up the balancing basically, and because this remake is a completely or almost completely faithful remake to the first, they didn't change any of the settings or rebalance anything or anything like that, so it's still kind of like magic is really powerful. But it is really fun to play through and get all the other weapons and stuff and try different builds. So like there are people that only use bows, for instance, and you know I can't imagine anything worse, but like some people do that and they find it really fun. But yeah, I absolutely would not want to do that. So yeah, I've kind of messed up here. Anti-magic field is not really that good for me at the minute, because I think I need 3 more levels before I get another slot. So if you look in the bottom right, it tells me I need 2 memory slots to equip this miracle. Above where my miracles actually are, you can see I've only got 1 memory slot. So I need to level that up. Haven't got enough souls at the minute to level up 3 faith. I think it's 3 anyway. I think it's 18 you get another. What am I on at the minute? 18,000 souls is a level. So I probably need like 60,000 to level up. It only costs 10 to cast as well. No, I'll leave it. Let's leave it. I'll just hope that I'm fighting a melee character when I have to do it. Okay, so we go to Upper Latria. We need to kind of run through some areas again, so it's a little bit boring. But we need to go through that area, so we've got to do it if we want to get the thing that we need, and we do want to get the thing that we need, so. I'm not fighting these guys again. Douche. Yeah, I told you to do a strength build, because when I was doing a strength build, I kind of thought, you know, doing magic would be make it a bit boring, but I probably should have just told you to do magic. There is a lot more to have to pay attention to with a magic build, though. You know, you have to like equip all your slots and things like that, and it's not really worth doing magic unless you're going to do faith as well. So you kind of have to split your leveling across more things, whereas if you do a strength build, you've got strength, stamina and vitality, and you'll be fine. Like that's the levels that you need, and you can, you know, use pretty much any weapon that you would want to. Oh, got the wrong thing equipped. Oh, it unlocked from me. I've got no time for you now. I was being careful the first time I ran through the area. I'm not anymore. You've got a crossbow. The coward's weapon. Use a bow. Crossbows are pretty awful as well if you're Bolgadwin. What? I understand that that's a play on my name, but in what sense? Yeah, the crossbow is a lot heavier, it fires a lot slower, and it does okay base damage. Like it does better base damage than most bows, but once you've leveled a bow up a bit, they're far better. So never bother with a crossbow. Just start using a bow. Come on, you. Oh, Godwin. Oh, right. No. I'm not good at this game. There are people. Ashen1 streams a lot of Souls games. He's a YouTuber and he's very good at this. Like, I was watching a stream of his the other night, and I think he streamed for 5 hours, and he got through the whole game, and he wasn't rushing through, you know. And there are people that speed run it and just do it in ridiculous times. I don't know how they do it. Especially as well when people, I mean, granted I'm trying to get all the items and stuff on as fewer playthroughs as possible to get all the trophies, but yeah, the speed that some people get through this game is just insane. Where? That's a post. You can't hit me through that. Why am I giving him advice? Right, I think he's the last one on the way up here. So this is where we got the first chain down. And if you remember, I said when we come up here, there was nothing here before, and now these boards are here because we've got pure white world tendency. So we can come through and go even further up. Slowly. Because I have fell off here before. Oh. And don't forget to get the key. I'm pretty sure I've got the key. Yeah. Oh no, that key. Yes, yes, yes. So, right, that was what we needed. We came up here just to get that. I was thinking the item was up here, but it's not. Oh, God, I didn't mean to press circle then. Right, now, I can't be bothered to run all the way back, so we'll go to the Nexus and then just walk straight back in. But now we can go and free someone who will be very appreciative, and his appreciation will be that he will give us a reward. So, straight back up to that area, and we're going back into the prison. And you will be very pleased to know that I cannot remember where in the prison he is. So we're gonna run through confused for some time. I think he's either on the top or the bottom floor. I don't think he's in the middle anywhere. So I'll go all the way up. Is there a... He's not on this floor. We should be able to hear him. Yeah, this level is horrible, especially the first time you come through, because the thing with the mind flayers, there's one walking around over there somewhere. They're no, there's one. They are not bad to fight if you can get around the back of them, but oh god, you have to kill all of these guys as well, because if you don't, they will follow you around. And although they're mostly non-aggressive, they can get in your way when you're trying to fight other enemies and make your life a nightmare. Yeah, when you come through here, if you can get around the back of the mind flayers, they're not so bad. But if you end up caught in a narrow corridor with them, then they're just awful. Come on, there he is. Oh, he's come through, he saw me. I can one-shot these ones now because I've leveled up enough, but when you first come through here, they're just awful. You vote top. Well, learning things about Ryan. Right, we should be able to hear him shouting soon enough. I think he is on the bottom floor. But he's not, you don't get to him just by doing the sort of normal route through the area. He's in kind of an out-the-way bit that you don't need to go through, I think. Free salt, yeah, they're kind of, yeah. Is this... No. 'Cause You wouldn't think I'd played this game before, would you? So this is the way through the level, but... yeah, I still can't remember where he is. So this bit is where you would free Frake, so we don't need to go through there. This is... it might be this floor? No, this is the way out, so we need to go back. We don't need to go outside, we need to go... so I think I need to go back to the start of the level and take a different route from there. The chat is on... well, what you are hearing is about 20 seconds behind me actually saying it. So what you hear and see is slightly delayed. I did put it down as low, or that delay down as low as I possibly could, but I think there's like a limit to how low you can go with it. So, I mean, sometimes I miss stuff as well anyway, but if, like, sometimes it seems like I'm really slow on the response, it's because it, like, things don't quite match up. Did I try over there? Oh, it might be through that way. Sorry, this is not the most entertaining thing in the world, but I need to do this because this character gives us a ring, and then you can watch me get beat by a real person. I tell you what, it does feel a lot nicer running through here knowing that you can just one-shot the enemies now. Oh! Yeah, nah, it's not annoying, it's just oh, come on. There we go. Right. What? So there's a hole in the floor here. I cannot remember why you normally have to come through here. Is this the one where you fall down and end up on the floor below? Yes. But is that where I want to be? So he's there. But we definitely don't want to drop down right on top of him, because that would be... you would think that would be bad for him, but it would be bad for us. Where are you? I can't even remember his name. Come on, run back. There we go. Right, you go away. And you guys. Sorry. There's an item here that I didn't get before. And I bet I can't get it. Oh, yes, I have got the bow. Good. So let's get that. It's probably nothing special. Oh, bright water. Okay, yeah, absolutely don't need that. I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. Get rid of that, because it's just taking up weight. Right, where are you, sir? Oh, there's another one of them. I haven't heard him screaming now either. Ah, it's this way. Normally, I think normally we can't get down. Oh, yes, we can. There's an area where normally we can't get to it because there's a thing in the way. And I can't remember where that is either. It's not down here, clearly. Are you enjoying this thrilling gameplay? So that would be the way that we would ordinarily come through. Fine. I mean, at some point I am just going to have gone down every corridor on this level, and there won't be anywhere else left, and I'll have to find it. On the edge of your seat. Oh, he's he's going to see us from in front, so I'm probably better off fireballing him if I can. Flame toss, whatever it's called. There we go. Yeah, he's like, usually you can hear him from everywhere screaming, please help me, so I don't know why this is it. Try rolling. So I think that's where we have to pick the key up originally. I genuinely think I might have just circled back round to the beginning of the level again. Yes, I have. Right, okay, so let's go all the way to the bottom then, to the bit where it looks like we go outside, and see if he's round there. We've nearly killed all of the mind flayers that are in this world, so at least running around everywhere is going to be easy, if not dull. Is it this way that's normally blocked off? Be wary of a madman. No, I've been in there, I'm sure I have. Yeah, there's no items in there to collect. Must have been through here, otherwise where would this have come from? Yep, I have been through here. Remember where you've been is just having been through here over and over again. That's the only reason. Can't get that way because there's a hole in the floor. They don't give us anything useful. So let's go all the way to the bottom and see if we can work our way up a different way then. You know when I said I might work my way through 4 bosses in this stream? That's not looking promising now, is it? Although if I get the monk's head wrap, it will have been worth it, definitely. So, the way down to the bottom. Here we are. Right, so there's this one. Yeah, it's just confusing constantly. This is the area that is normally blocked off. And now we can hear him. There we go. Right. Oh, I didn't get what was in here. Okay, I probably didn't have the correct key. Right, are there any more mind flayers here? Because I don't want to get caught out by one of them. No. So, this better be a better item now, because I had to go all the way around the houses to get the key to unlock this room. No, more bright water. Great, thanks. That theoretically means I haven't been in any of these either. Nothing there. Will you attack me if I open this door? No, nothing in here. I think there's one more. Oh, it's already open. Yeah, so this is definitely the area that we couldn't get to unless there was white world tendency. But here he is! Yay! Oh god, what an ordeal that was! I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, come on, let me talk to him.
Why, thank you, kind soul.
I accept that he's supposed to be old, but his face doesn't look as old as his voice sounds.
I have no use for it now.
If you come back with pure black world tendency, you can fight a red phantom version of him and you get that pole that he is holding as a weapon. Dull rat's ring, there we go. So he dies now. He's kind of dead in there, that's his soul essentially. So he said he told us before that he died somewhere in this world, and there was something important on his body that he needed to get. So by freeing him, he can now go to his body and then disappear. And here there's normally rubble, but because we've got pure white world tendency, it's gone. Soul, I can't remember what any of these items are. I'd assume they're they must generally be pretty good, given the lengths you need to go to unlock this area. There's nothing in there. This woman has had a bad time of it. Oh, it's a man. Is it? Woman? Yeah, I don't know. They've all got that awful hair, that weird kind of bowl cut. The members of the church. Thanks for that. And I think that's like this entire level done. Oh, is it something good? Oh, that's Freyk's armor. So that's pretty good stuff. So it might be worth going back to the Nexus and seeing if we can equip that, because it might be better than what we're wearing currently. Nothing. Thanks. Handy. Okay, well, yeah, we're good. We're all done here. Thank God. So we'll go back to the Nexus, see if that armor is any good compared to what we've got now anyway. And maybe try it on. So currently, what are we working with? What am I doing? Armor. Oh, I should be wearing the hat. That gives me good, I think, magic. Binded cross. That's Miralda's. We got that off of 29, 19, 26. Let's see how this is.
Goodness, you're safe. I was worried sick.
Wizards. Ragged, venerable sages. 27, 23, 19. So it's better in some ways and not others. And we'll take it. I think they're a lot lighter. I'd be overburdened if I had it. Right, okay, let's get rid of some stuff. What can I get rid of? I've got loads of crap on me now. Don't need those, definitely not. Keys don't weigh anything, weapons are fine. Still at 99 weight, I need more strength really. Gold mask I don't think does anything that useful. No, it just looks pretty cool. So we can get rid of that. Silver coronet I think puts our magic up. Yeah, increases magic. We can get rid of the hat because we want the magic increase. Binded gloves I can get rid of because I'm not even wearing them. And the binded boots I can't get rid of because I'm currently wearing them and it won't let me unequip. Okay, so let's
We are indebted to you.
put them on, see how they are. Oh, don't tell me they're male only. Worn by Sage Frake. I can't wear them. I think they're male only clothes, which I really hate that this game does that. Yeah, type B. They're bound to a male body type. Oh god, that's so
Thank
irritating.
goodness, I was worried sick.
Okay, get rid of those again then. What an irritating thing to build into the game. And we don't have anything really that's comparable to what we're currently wearing. There's nothing that's better, so that's it really. We'll carry on with this.
We are indebted to you.
Right, what was I going to do? I was going to go and fight somebody as a boss, wasn't I? So the first thing that I need to do in order to do that is go back into body form. So you can all get excited about seeing me get killed. I'm going to get rid of Flame Toss because it's not very good. So I'll get Soul Ray instead.
Bravo. Thank you. Let me. I am one. Our human.
Stop wittering. Flame toss. Soul ray.
Bring me. I patiently await.
Yeah. Cheers. And then back into Upper Latria, and then stick our sign down and hope that we get pulled in. And hope that we fight somebody who is not that good. I can't remember where the best places people have said to get summoned from. You bet only men are allowed pockets, yeah. The annoying thing is actually there's some really good armors that are bound to either. You can have type A or type B body type. And it's just, you know, male or female, essentially. And there are lots of armors that are bound to one or the other, and it's really annoying because I think there are some that are really big, kind of heavy, strength-based armors that are bound to men, and then some that are really good magic users that are bound to women, and it's really irritating. So let's see, what am I doing? I don't want that. I better make sure I'm prepared before I do any of this. And Thief's Ring is completely useless to me because it's another person, so they're not going to not see me. Cling Ring I don't need anymore. What is going to be useful in this instance? I've never done this before. This is weird. Increases max HP. That's probably going to be useful. Maybe flame resistance. It really depends on, you know, who's going to come through. Let's just go with bleeding. People tend to use bleeding weapons quite a lot. Oops. Right, so I've got some souls, some grass. Right, so let's do it. Oh god, this is going to be a mistake. So we're used to invade distant, disconnected worlds. There we go. Wait, I can't use it. Why can I not use it? Do I have to be in body form? I do, don't I? Let me just check. I'm just going to Google how to invade. And just make sure I don't mess this up. How do I use the black stone to invade, or occasionally use the blue stone? Okay, yeah, so I do need to be in body form. That was my mistake. So I wasted a stone of ephemeral eyes, but that's okay because we need to get the world tendency down here anyway. So if we look at it in a minute, you can see the third one along is on pure white. It's all white, it's got those sparkly bits. We need it in pure black to go and get a particular ring. So I would have had to do this at some point anyway. So I need to die here. And then I can invade. Although, right, no, I nearly made a huge mistake. I've got 37,000 souls. I'm going to go and spend those, because I will get killed by whoever I get put up against, and then I won't be able to...
Thou seekest the power of the soul.
I won't get them back,
Touch the
essentially.
demon inside me. Soul of the mind,
So I'll keep doing strength.
ether,
Oh god, I haven't...
soul of
Wait,
the
hang on.
lost,
Didn't I just have...
drawn from its vessel.
Oh, I didn't pick them up
I
again.
shall
I'm
lay
being
thy
such an
inheritance
idiot.
lair. I am
Yeah,
here.
I saw that. I saw you say that, Chris, just as you... I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing at all. Right, where was I? Ivory Tower. I'm going to pretend like I've had a long, hard day. I absolutely haven't, but... Shh. Right, where were they? Are they mine? Here, there we go. 37,000 souls. Right. Now I'll do that. Yes, hello, I'm back.
Then touch the so
I know, touch the demon inside you. Ha ha ha. Right,
the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
tell you what I'm going to do. I only need to get up to 18 to use the Uchigatana, so I've got, what have I got? 18, I need 1,000 more souls, I can level up, and then it's goodbye killage.
Thy strength.
So this was absolutely worth coming back to. How much are these? 800. Is that enough? I'll use a couple of these as well. Yeah, give me one more strength. Wouldn't it be cool if you could, like, just upgrade your strength like this? Although I suppose you would have to steal people's souls in order to do it, so maybe not.
May thy strength.
Right, Thomas, give me my katana. I've got this equipped, so I can't get rid of it. I'm stupid. Right, Crescent Uchigatana 2. Thank you. Now the question is, can I equip it without overburdening myself? 48%. Yeah! Uchi! And you can use it two-handed, and it's awesome as well. It's got some really good moves. Okay, here we go. Now I'm ready to get killed. The build that I've just accidentally made here in the online community is referred to as a Soul Samurai, which is Uchigatana leveled up to scale with magic and then play as a magic character using spells. So, and funnily enough, it is what a lot of people do for PvP fighting. I haven't done that on purpose. I don't want to do PvP, but yeah, I'm kind of asking for it, really, aren't I? So if all goes to plan, we will get pulled into that room up there. Yes! And I don't. Why am I cheering? I'm going to get beaten. I'm going to try and do this nicely and fairly. Oh, for God's sake, that's the other person's connection. That's not mine, because my connection's fine. That's a shame. Actually, that does give me a chance to re-equip the cling ring, because I should have had that back on. But we can try again. Yeah, okay, let's try again. It was weird that it did that so quickly, though. I'm pretty sure that's not my connection. It's, you know, relatively stable. I do want those head wraps though. So I am going to try and do this off stream, even if I don't manage to do it now. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and fight fairly. Hopefully, I don't need to resort to Firestorm, because yeah, it's generally considered pretty poor form if you use Firestorm in PvP, because it's so overpowered and it's really hard to counteract. I can't. There isn't really any way for me to tell them no. Invasion failed. Surely this is not my internet. The problem is it needs to be on the same server, so I think this is the European server. I'm not sure how big the server areas are. I know there's a set server for London, I think, so I don't know how many people or, you know, how big an area they cover. But there needs to be somebody in there doing the fight now, or wanting to do the fight now, for me to be able to jump in. Here we go. So depending on the time of the day and the level that you are as well, because if you come here and you've over leveled or you're really under leveled for the area or something like that, then you know you're less likely to find someone. I don't actually know whether I'm appropriately leveled for this area. So I don't know what my chances of finding somebody repeatedly are. It did say being summoned, didn't it? But, oh, has it failed? It must have failed, because otherwise there would be a fog wall there. Yeah, see, this might get really boring. So I'll try a few more times, and if we don't manage to get at least one fight, then I'll move on. I need to kill myself a few times in order to get down to Black World tendency, and then we'll have to go through the level again and go back down into the swamp and kill the, I can't remember what they call them, but the blob thing again with all the bodies in it. And then there's an item behind that, and then there is that other enemy that I mentioned that we need to kill in this area as well. Oh, here we go. If this does keep happening, then it perhaps is my connection, because I wouldn't have thought it was, because there's I've got an Ethernet cable in my PC but not in the PlayStation. So the PlayStation is running off the Wi-Fi, so maybe that's... Okay, we're in and we're stable. So I'm not going to crowd the door. I'm going to be a reasonable person, give him a chance to actually come through the door before we fight. I can't remember how you do emotes. There we go. I can feel the controller vibrating, and that's him taking hits on his way up here. That's really cool. So how do I bow? It would be cool to like bow to him before we fight. And then he'll probably just take one swing at me before I'm finished, and then here. Oh, I know. I thought that was him. The thing is, if you get pulled in like this and then they die, oh no. If you get pulled in and they die on their way up, so they get killed by one of the mind flayers that's there or whatever, that counts as a win for you. So you end up getting the monk's head wraps. So it can be worth just trying sometimes, and you know, seeing if they get killed on their way up. That was a shame. It just took him quite a long time to come back up. I think that was maybe the issue. It might be my internet, but it's just not quite remaining stable enough. Yeah, I don't know. If I was going to do this off stream, then I'd stick an Ethernet cable in the back of the PS5 and then do it. I don't know what the best time would be, really. Maybe around 7 o'clock. Probably when people get home from work, have a bit of dinner, and then sit down to play some video games, isn't it? So. Is it still looking for a world? Sometimes it stops and doesn't tell you that it stopped, so... Okay, so the previous invasion failed, so I think I've just triggered another one. Yes, here we go. Right. I'll try this maybe a couple more times, and then we'll move on. Because as much as I am quite excited about having a go at this now, even though I'm probably going to get pancaked, I don't think it's going to remain entertaining for long. Yeah, we'll try and bow again. Oh, I say he. It's making sexist assumptions. Whoever does come through, I assume they're probably going to be good enough to make it past the mind flayers, but you can see the ghosts of other people fighting the boss as well. No, it's got to be my internet. Was that just as he came through the door as well? Okay, we'll leave it. I'll do it off stream. What I might do actually is record the gameplay when I do it, and then I can put it up as a separate video. Or maybe put it up as like a 10-minute video or something. That'd be quite fun. So what we'll do now instead is I will repeatedly kill myself and get the world tendency down, and then we will go and get the next item that we need. And I've only got 900 souls, so I can afford to die over and over again. So that should have dropped us a little bit more. And now we're back onto riveting gameplay. Watching me do this. At least my character tendency is still high. Although that's going to drop because unfortunately later on in the game I am going to need to start killing NPCs, innocent people. And it's all got to be done for the sake of the trophies. I think maybe you need to reload the area to set the tendency back. Yeah, so that's dropped down a bit more. I think the max that you need to do if you're going from pure white is 7. Fortunately, it's not a particularly long process. Alright, I'll do one more and see if it's how far it's dropped us. I wouldn't necessarily bother with this right now, but the item that we're going to pick up is going to make World 5 so much easier. So it will totally be worth it. Otherwise I would just come back at a later date, or maybe do it off stream. Okay, we're down a bit more. I think maybe 2 more and it should be down far enough. I don't know if you do have to reload the area. That does look like it's gone down a bit. Ugh, this is fun. Alright, let's reload and see if it does make a difference. Oh, right, we're very black. Oh no, we're pure black. Okay, the red lights coming off the thing means we are pure black. Right, great. Okay, so back to... Is it easier to go from this direction? No, it's not. Back to Upper Latria. So now we have to go all the way back down to the bottom, in that cage lift where we killed Yurt, and into the swamp. But the enemies will be harder now. So when you get into pure black, they are harder to beat. Way, I nearly jumped off the edge by mistake there. You can see I'm using a better weapon than I was before, and it's actually harder to kill them now. Oh, in the way. It hasn't gone up as much as I thought it might, actually. Oh, I do like this sword. It's so slick. The ring that we're going to get now actually wasn't in the original game. They put it in there as a quality of life improvement because people were so stressed with World 5 and how difficult it was. So they put this ring in the game to make it easier to navigate the area. Which I'm glad they did, because I absolutely suck at World 5, so I'm appreciative of it. How many more are there? Does one of these jump off the pedestal? Yeah. Oh, I thought I was going to get in the free fire then. Right, I'm running out of magic. That's always the worst thing when you run out of magic and then your character just waves their arm instead of actually casting a spell and you're confused for a second as to what's going on. This guy drops down from, I can't ever remember where. This is, what is this, the third time I've been in this area now? This is not the most exciting area to have to be running through over and over again, is it? I quite like the design of these enemies, even though as enemies they're a bit meh. He's there. This is the guy that attacks the whole pillar every time. There we go. Nearly there. Down to the world's most horrible lift. Elevator. Depending on your outlook on life. I didn't actually realise you could see all the way through the fog into the swamp. That's cool. Right, again, cannot remember how to get to this bit that we need to be at. Am I lucky? Is it here? I think the layout of the area very slightly changes when you... Oh, there's the thing. Right, let's get the catalyst out. And what kind of damage does this do? Nothing. Wow. Right, let's get close, because then he won't use the spell. Okay, cool. Well, that was way easier than I expected it to be. That's a blood stain. And the thing we need is behind here. Brilliant. Yes, Sodden Ring. Right, there we go. So the Sodden Ring is great because in World 5 there is a proper swamp. A swamp made of detritus and sludge, and it's horrible. And you can't run through it, and you can't roll. So the enemies are really, really powerful there because you can't have any kind of maneuverability around them at all. And the Sodden Ring allows you to, there you go, grants higher mobility in deep water. It says deep water, but it's the only part of the game where that actually applies. So it's such a useful ring for going to do World 5. So given that we're not going to be back here in World 3 at all now, on this playthrough at least, it's worth going to get that because... Oh, didn't see you. It's worth going to get that because... and turning the world pure black, because we're not going to be here to deal with the consequences of it being pure black now. So it's all good. Now we just have to remember to deal with these. Oh, I need to get used to the new attacks of this weapon. That R2 is really powerful but really slow. Imagine having like a pet one of these. How do you think your cat would react if you brought one of these home? A small one, not one of the full-size ones, obviously. I mean, your cat's quite nervous and shy as it is, isn't she? She's basically like that anyway. Am I right in thinking she's a nervous cat? Is that... Or was that kind of just when you first got her? I seem to remember there being something about her being a little bit shy. She turned into a right gremlin now instead. Ooh. Yeah, look, you can see how much stronger this thing is compared to the normal versions. So this Red Phantom, or they're called Black Phantom, is a lot stronger. Oh, she's shy around new people, okay. Ah, see, this is the problem when you fall off. If you can't remember the way back up, it can be a right pain. Do swears get deleted? I'm not sure, actually. Why, did you try to swear? It didn't let you. Ooh, I've just realised I was just about to say, let's see how this guy deals with Firestorm. And realised I didn't actually have enough magic to unleash Firestorm. Right, so come on, attack. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, let's do that all over again, shall we? You come and... No, he's going to go away. Oh, there's a ramp here. Stairs. Okay, well that was stupid of me. What are you doing there? Okay. That made light work of him. Right, so that Red Phantom, you might remember when we came down here before, it wasn't here. That is because certain Red Phantoms only... Some of them are just there all the time. Some of them only appear when you're in pure black world tendency. And they appear when you're in pure black as a means to allow you to get back to pure white. So they're quite handy if you went into pure black by mistake, for example. Then you can fight those to get back to pure white, although it is very difficult to do so. The enemy that we need to kill is in a completely different area, and I've accidentally come here. So that was good. But it's not far away. It's back here. See, I told you I always get lost in this place. So we need to go back here. And across there. You said it was a shame that I didn't get the chance to beat up a 14-year-old on PvP. Yeah, believe me, that wouldn't have happened. It would have been me getting beaten by a 14-year-old. Actually, this is one of the few games where it doesn't seem to be dominated by a teenage player base. I think... Right, hang on. I want to take care of these, because if I die in a stupid way now... Ooh. Okay, that was the thing I needed to kill, so that worked out okay. So that was a primeval demon, and they only appear in pure black as well. And that's what we needed. So they're not a guaranteed drop. So if that hadn't worked there, I'd have had to go to a different world, because you can only get one of those to appear in every playthrough. So I'd have had to go to a different world and get that into pure black, and then find the primeval demon there and kill that instead, and hope that it dropped that soul. So it's a big pain in the backside to try and get hold of one of those, but now we have one, and that means that we can get the miracle that we need from Saint Urbain. So that was a good drop, and all of this was worth it. And now if we kill that red phantom, we will go back up to... I think we'll go back up to pure white. The problem is you've got to do all of these things without reloading the world, because if you reload it, it bumps it up only slightly, because each one of them is worth, you know, 1 or 2 bumps up towards white. And it ends up, they end up disappearing, because they only spawn in pure white. Was it raining hard where you are? It's cleared up here. It was really, really bad earlier, but it's fine now. So now, if I return to the Nexus and reset the world tendency of this world, what should happen is... Okay, it's not gone to pure white again. You can see the Archstone of the Tower Queen, but it's no longer pure black. And that was worth it, killing all those horrible enemies. So we got the ring that we needed, we got the soul that we needed, and we got the world tendency back up again, so it's not super hard in that world anymore. Hammering it down a minute ago. Wait, hang on, well, it must have bypassed us then, because, what, Chris and Naomi, you're south, and Ryan, you're north, so there's nothing here. But it was awful earlier. I was really worried that it was going to carry on during the stream, and it was going to be really, really loud. So there's one more thing that we can do to get another soul that we need. We need 3 of those colourless souls, and we've got 2 at the minute. We can get 1 more from Sparkly the Crow, and we get that by trading a gold mask.
You have a heart of gold.
It only rains around cool people. Oh, okay, I'll remember that next time you're struggling with a boss and you want some help in Demon Souls. So I'm going to go and trade with Sparkly the Crow. Island's Edge. And get a colourless Demon Soul, and that will enable us to get another spell, another miracle from Saint Urbain. Ah! No, I forgot I had my talisman out instead of my shield. He got killed. God, that was stupid. I thought I was dead there for sure. Oh my god, that was so stupid. Yeah, go on, hit me. And you, go on, hit me. No, you missed. I hate when those two attack you at the same time. It's so difficult to avoid them both. There was a tornado in Yorkshire. When was this that one that was like years ago, or like recently? Oh wow, they can hit me from there. I didn't realise they could fire that far. I just saw a text message. I realised it was you sending a link to the tornado. Oh yeah, I just see your message saying check WhatsApp come through. A day ago, bloody hell. Oh, was it like a... I mean, I assume it wasn't like an America tornado. Ooh. Guys, we've done this so many times before. Why do you keep trying to fight me? I've killed you every time. I don't know why I pick up items from them either, because it's always soul remains and I never need soul remains. See you later. Right, okay, here we go. This is what we wanted. Come and see Sparkly. Yep. Yep, that's why I'm here. Yep, okay. Why do you make your home here, Sparkly? It's clearly very horrible. So, gold mask. We don't need the gold mask. So if we drop that, Sparkly is happy. And then you have to exit and reload the game. So I'll exit out, press continue. And when we come back in, there's an item there. And it's a colourless demon soul. So we've now got 3 of those, which is exactly what we needed, because that means that we can now get a miracle from Urbane that you can only get with 3 colourless demon souls, and one of them has to be from a primeval demon. Primeval or primordial? I can never remember which it is.
Oh, is that you?
Do you have further offering?
So, there we go. 3 colourless demon souls. So, recovery. It's basically, it's like heal, but it does a huge amount of healing. So we'll get that now because there's no reason not to. And that is what I think. Mini tornadoes. Yeah, I think they're things. I mean, they're like the ones that... Oh, closing the gate. I thought you meant tornado. No, it's just... I don't know whether it was done on purpose, like in the first game, like to try and trick people, but there's a trading character in every Souls game. So in this one, it's always a crow as well. It's some kind of bird. I think, yeah, it's always a crow. In this one, it's sparkly, and you have to drop sparkly things, and they'll give you things. But I don't know if it was an intentional thing to trick people into loading out and into the game. Because when Demon Souls came out, it was like 2009, and people were on, online message boards and forums and things like that. But there was nothing like just being able to just throw something out on Twitter and have thousands of people see it. So discovering these things took a lot longer. So I'm not really sure when the original game. And then when Dark Souls came out, I think it was 2010. And they did a similar thing, and it was Snuggly the Crow. That one, or that's what people nicknamed it anyway. And that one wanted soft things. So if you dropped like rags or certain things, it would give you certain items in return. And what you drop dictates what you get in return. So we would only have got... dropping that mask would always get us a colourless demon soul. The same as dropping... what was it I used? Pure Blade Stone would always get me the ring that I needed earlier in that stupid incident that I told you about. So, and then I think in Dark Souls 2, it's Silky, and they want smooth things. So you can drop like smooth stones and things like that, and they'll give you things back. So there's one in every Souls game. But I don't know how people figured it out the first time. But now people know about it, so they look for the Crow trade character in every game. I've not played Dark Souls 3, so I don't know if there's one in there. Right, I'm going to have a crick. I was, I nearly said a crick quack. Then I'm gonna have a quick crack at World 5, 5-1. It's horrible to work your way through, but the boss is very easy. In fact, I think it will be a one-shot with Firestorm Jobby. So I'll have a go at that. And what I'm also going to do is get our buddy here to repair my shield. In fact, I think everything that I've got is quite low, so I'll just repair it all.
Do come back alive.
I've got 9,000 souls, so I actually will speak to Frake as well and see if he has any more useful spells that I can learn for cheap.
I can. Oh, thank you.
And then we'll
As
have a
promised.
go at World 1, and then I'll call it, because I'm in the room next door to a young girl who I would assume goes to bed at around 10 p.m. So, and I don't have any soundproofing in this room, so I don't want to be too loud. No, I need all of these things. Require boss souls. So, let's have a go. I hate this place. With a passion. It's not so bad overall, but there are like 3 or 4 enemies throughout it that make it really difficult for you to get to the boss. Oh crap, have I... No, it's not Katie. Plague, right. Just before I do, I'm absolutely going to get plagued in this area. Oh. So I'm going to go and pick up some stuff from Thomas. This is what I did earlier when I spent 40 minutes farming for an item that I didn't even need because I had it with Thomas. I sound like a priest. Why? Because I don't want to wake a young girl up. What am I doing, Thomas?
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
I don't know what it would be in. I think it's just items. Oh wow, I've only got one. Oh no, so that was in my... Oh, I've got none in storage. Okay, I thought I would have plenty of these. Right, never mind. I'll just have to risk getting plagued. This is me getting way ahead of myself here. But if I can have a run through here now and beat the boss, I will complete the playthrough on the next stream for sure. We still have... oh wow, I'm over leveled for this area now, that's good. We still have a few things to do before we finish off the playthrough, but there will only be 4 bosses, but they're all really easy ones after this. This is gonna complicate things. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to kill those in one hit. So basically, because I've put off coming to this area for so long, I'm quite over leveled. That happens a lot here as well. I think there are enemies that drop down from the ceiling here as well, and yeah, there you go. They also crawl up from in the rafters as well. Right, thing to note. That, I believe, is a shortcut. You can drop down to it, but I can't remember how. No, that's not the shortcut, that's the proper way to go. There's a shortcut in this level, and I always struggle to find it. And I'm always really wary of enemies as well, because they just crawl out of everything around here. So the proper way to go through this level is that way. when you're up the top, you can drop down onto that platform, and then you can get across there as well. Alternatively, you can come around the back here and drop down, and that will take you a little bit further on through the level. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go through the proper way just to, and you can fall down there really easily as well. I'm going to go through the proper way just to see the level, basically. And then I might have a go at the shortcut. Oh, you can... Yeah, that happens. You can get him to get nudged off his mate and fall off the edge if you get lucky as well. There's one... Yep, so if he comes to us there, and there is one hiding there. And these guys are deceptively quick. Ah, that's it. So you drop down from up there, kick that bridge across, and you can get that item up there. So as far as I'm aware, that's not something that we need at the minute. I'm softly spoken, am I? I'd never thought of myself that way. I tend to think I'm quite loud. But I've never noticed those bugs before. That's really cool. Oh, I want one of those. Oh, they glow. Yeah, I tend to think I've got quite a voice that carries and can be a bit much. Come on. Yeah, see, that's why he walks towards you slowly. You rush him, and then these people appear behind you. So that's one thing about this area as well. If there's ever a bridge, you're probably going to get flanked. Don't think there's anything off the edge there. It's so easy to just fall off everywhere here. Look, he just appeared out of nowhere. And he's there as well. They're so quiet as well, so... Yeah, see, they can knock you off the edge as well, quite easily if you're not paying attention. Okay, so there are some down here. That's where the shortcut is, I believe. Down there, you have to drop off to it though. Right, there are a few of them in here, and they kind of mill about, so you can't always tell where they're going to be. They're scarabs from the mummy. No, they're good. They're good scarabs. Those ones are cute. I like them. Mummy scarabs, bad scarabs. Time for taking a chance. Yes, so you do. It is correct. You do jump off here. You lose quite a bit of health, but it is a shortcut. But I think there is an NPC through here that we need to speak to. I think she's down here. As long as we can get back up again and we can run down and have a look, which I think we can. Oh, maybe not now that I've done that. Right, you go away. More of them in here as well. Anytime there's hedges or anything like that, I'm sure it's another ambush over there. Let's see if I can get back up. Yes, I can. Right, so we'll go back up and we'll get the shortcut unlocked. I quite like that about this game in particular, is that there are some shortcuts that... This wouldn't be obvious if somebody hadn't left this message here. But there are some shortcuts that it naturally leads you to, and others that are just really... You wouldn't know they're there unless you know they're there, basically. And I think this is one of them. Oh yeah, there's a crystal lizards. But you also have to be careful because again they drop down behind you. They just don't stop coming out of the ground. So this thing here, it releases poison if you kill it, but if you roll into it, it just knocks it out of the way. So I don't know whether that was an intentional thing that they did, but you never have to actually destroy one of them and risk getting poisoned. Is there another one here somewhere? No, it's above. Okay. So now that we're here, we can kick that. The only problem then is that over here is absolutely full of plague rats. So if I can quickly... Plagued. No. So I've got literally one. You can see plague takes down your health so fast. I've got literally one Widow's Lotus. No, don't drop it. Use it. So, use that. Plague, I would say, is the worst kind of active effect in the game. Even the likes of kind of poison and others are not as bad as plague. Bleeding can be quite bad as well, but plague is by far the worst. So, up here was the NPC. Here she is.
You there. Won't you please buy something? My poor child is hungry.
I don't believe that she's got a child. There's something suspicious about her. So she's got all kinds of things. She's got Widow's Lotus, which is good, but it's 2,000 a pop. It's ridiculous. So it's good to find some if you can. Don't think there's anything else here that's any use to us, really. I don't think she's got much. Although she gets quite irritated with us if we don't buy something from her.
Curses. That witch sent you.
She mentions the witch. She's talking about Uria. I can't remember what's up there. We've skipped a big chunk of the level. I don't think I've missed any items that were necessary. Now that we come through here, though, you can see that big fella over there. He is quite difficult, and he can cause significant annoyance. The worst thing about it is, though, as you come through here, I think that was enough to trigger them. There are smaller ones that will join him. I think they drop down from up there. Although apparently not now. Let's see if I can... I can't lock on from here. Let's see if my spells will reach. Wait, they do quite a bit of damage actually, that's good. So these enemies... Ooh, they can be bad, because as soon as they get close... You've got nowhere to go. So if you come through here appropriately leveled, because I am over leveled to this area, then that guy can just put you in a world of pain. So here, if you've got pure white world tendency, a ladder appears here, and you can go up to another secret area. And we will need to go up there, because one of the trophies is that you need to collect a weapon that is up there. So we'll need to kill all the bosses, get white world tendency, come back here and go up there. And there are 3 of those big guys up there as well, so it's a pain to have to go up there. I'm sure one of them was supposed to appear behind us. I'm worried that I'm going to carry on through the level and he's going to come back. Oh, that guy's there. Forgot about him. Let's see. Try rolling. Yeah. So they can drop some items, but they're not all that worthwhile. But if you do this, then it just budges them out of the way. Yeah, another big one. Let's see if I can get before he gets hit. So yeah, bridges are always traps on this level. There will always be loads of horrible things waiting for you on the other side. So never feel like you're in a good position on a bridge. In so many Souls games, you get to a bridge and you think, yes, I can funnel all of the enemies onto the bridge, and they'll have to take me on one at a time. But in this, yeah, bridges are your enemy. Leeches here, and all of this detritus and fungus and stuff is an indicator of what's coming. So here is the fog door. So we're about to jump in and join the boss. Now the worst thing about the boss is it's quite an easy boss. It's not particularly powerful, but you have to get down to it quite quickly, otherwise it will attack you while you're still high up. So I'm going to firestorm him, because maybe I'll mess around with him for a bit, but here we go, Leechmonger, and you can see that we are really high up. So the best thing to do is to try and roll down quickly, otherwise he will fling leeches at you. I don't know, will fling leeches at you from on high and make your life really difficult. So he's not all that strong, his attacks aren't incredible. Like you just have to kind of avoid the bigger ones. But he's very weak to fire. So Firestorm is a ridiculously powerful spell, but if you came in here with some fire bombs or something like that, or some pine resin to buff your weapon, you would do so much more damage to him, even without Firestorm. So that is always the tip with Leechmonger. Keep moving, back off from him when he vibrates, essentially, when he does the big shake thing, and uses fire as much as possible. I'm going to run back up to the top because I'm not sure if there are any items on the pathway down. I don't think there are. That maybe. No, it doesn't look like there are. So that's where we started, isn't it? Yeah. So no items up here that we could miss. There are quite a few in here though. This is the way through the level. There are a few bits that are kind of tucked away in here though. Can't remember what that is. Sucker stone. Won't be using that to upgrade. Ryan, play it. Play this game and see how hard it is. Literally the only reason that I am able to do this is because I know where to get these spells and things like that. And that's with a lot of the Souls games. That's kind of the mechanics that you have to learn to get good are kind of, you know, you have to pay attention to every death and every kind of enemy that kills you and things like that. You always have to say, why did I die? You know, what do I need to do differently next time? Sometimes you're just being stupid. Sometimes you're trying to rush through an area when you shouldn't. Sometimes you're trying to attack too many times and you run out of stamina, and then that means you can't block, and you know the enemy just goes straight through your guard. So you have to be very sparing with. If you look at, I've got quite good stamina now because my character leveled up a bit. But if I get this all the way up here, and you can see my stamina's gone, and then I try and take a big hit on the shield, it'll go straight through my guard and leave me vulnerable. You've also got a time thing, so if you look at, like, if I get rid of all my stamina and hold my shield up, my stamina goes back up but slowly. If I drop it, the stamina goes all the way back up really quickly. So you have to decide when is a good time to drop your guard in order to get your stamina back up. And you just have to learn enemy attack patterns and things like that. And that's half the battle. And then the other half of that is figuring out how to make life easy for yourself. So your first playthrough is always going to be really, really hard if you don't know anything about the game, if you're playing it as a pure blind playthrough. But when you figure stuff out, like I went and got Uria early in the game because I knew that getting some of the spells that Uria had was going to make me really, really powerful. And that was just from figuring it out and, you know, learning that after a blind playthrough that was really difficult. So, you know, there are other playthroughs you can do. I did a strength build and it was really, really hard. But you had to kind of factor in the fact that you were really slow. So you guard up a lot of the time, take big hits on your shield, and then do one big hit against somebody because it's really slow. And then that's it. And then you have to move away, let your stamina build back up, go in and do one big hit again. You know, you can't be swinging like you can with this, because this is a very quick weapon. So it depends on the play style, but a lot of it is just about learning, basically. Okay, so we've got the Writhing Demon Soul. Let me see, actually. What can we... I'm not going to go into the next world, but let's see if there's anything else that I can get in this area and just pick up before I end off the stream. So there's one in the next area that I can get. Don't need that at the minute. No other rings in this area that I need. Spells. Oh, yep, I can get one off Frake now. And one off Uria, which is going to be very, very useful. So let's go back to the Nexus and we'll get a couple of spells and then we'll end off the stream. My beard looks good, does it? I'm looking at myself on the little mini preview. It needs a bit of a trim, to be honest, around my neck at least. So thank you though. Your beard always looks good. I always have to say that.
Bravo. Thank you. Let me pass. I am one step.
So the one that we want from Frake is... I was supposed to get one off him with a Tower Knight Soul. And I appear to have spent the Tower Knight Soul. I've got no idea what I spent it on. But we'll get Poison Cloud. That's quite useful. Hard Demon Soul. That's not the Tower Knight one, is it? I think the Tower Knight one is the Iron or Steel Demon Soul, something like that. So I must have spent that on something else. And then if we go to our best bud Uria.
Are you here for more teachings?
Why do you say it in a creepy way like that? Then we want Soul Thirst. This one is brilliant. It takes up a lot of magic slots, but you can use it to really just completely overpower your soul farming.
Thank you.
So you can equip Soul Thirst, sneak up behind a high level enemy and cast it on them, and then put the Ring of Avarice on, which gives you more souls for every enemy that you kill, and then just use a high level spell to insta kill them. And you like, there are some players who they go onto like New Game +3 or something like that, and they use other methods as well to like stack their soul earning, and they get like 3 million souls a kill or something stupid like that. It's just crazy. I don't think I'm ever going to get to that point, but Soul Thirst is going to make things a lot easier for us now. Got Anti-Magic Field off Urbane. Learned a lot of the other ones that I need from him. Let's just check, because there are some that I have got written down here that I should have off him in this playthrough. So why is that red? Oh, I don't have the Dragon Demon Soul. Okay. Hero Demon Soul, yep, second chance, so we need that. Adjudicator Soul, we need that. I will need all of these. I've got the souls to learn them now, so I suppose I might as well. Yeah, and that's it. We've just made a massive amount of progress. So if I go into my trophy tracker now, you can see now we've jumped up on the miracles, because that was at like 1 when we started the stream. And we won't get them all on this playthrough for sure, because there are some that we've already spent the souls that we need. So I think all 4 of the remaining ones we need to get on the next playthrough. We're a bit closer on the spells, that's not too bad, and we've only got 6 rings left, and some of them we can't even get until the next playthrough anyway. I think like 3 of them are in the next world, so that's going to be fine to get. So yeah, we're in a really really good position, and these are the 3 trophies that take the longest to get as well. So if we look at my trophies overall, well, you can't really at the minute, but um, yeah, I'm well on the way. So we're doing good. We're doing well. So I think that's going to be it for today. Um, this was a really good one. Made some good progress. I thought I might get a bit further into World 5, but I would suggest that on the next stream, which will probably be next Tuesday, I think I'll play Death Stranding on Friday. On the next stream, we should complete this playthrough, and then we'll go on to New Game Plus. So the next one should be a good one. Yeah, so it's been a good one today. What should we do for the pose? We know what's sadness. Yeah, victorious. That's what today has felt like. Not an angry victory. That's a very creepy. Let's dial that back a bit. Yeah, there we go. So we're happy today. So yeah, this was really really good, and thank you all for joining. I think this is probably my longest stream yet. I know we had a bit of a rocky start with it because I tried to up the settings to something that my PC really didn't enjoy. But yeah, once we got going, I think everything was quite smooth, wasn't it? And at reasonable volumes eventually. Um, so yeah, I've had a lovely time with this one. So yeah, if you watch the Death Stranding stream on Friday, then I'll see you in that one. If you don't, then how do I hide this? There we go. If you don't, then next Tuesday I will play Demon Souls again, and yeah, we'll try and get this playthrough finished. And I'm not sure what's going on with Urbane's cape there, but it looks good on him. So so yeah, thanks for joining, and I hope you had a nice time. And I will see you again soon. Bye. I'll do this thing. Oh, bye.